JKP Films presents If Cain Were Abel. Episode 4.
Prime Minister, thank God I've got through to you. I'm at Barking's high security prison and I found something incredibly important.
Weeks later, in Eve's office, Eve is drinking a cup of tea and reading a book. Her mobile phone rings. She gets it from her bag and answers it.
Have you got any news for me?
No, not yet. How's everyone holding up?
Not great. The news about the dead sperm spread like wildfire. And then the news that we found 50 serial killers alive in a prison was like pouring petrol onto the flames. And no one wants to have kids with them, just in case their children become serial killers.
Hold up. Rewind for a moment. Are you telling me that you found 50 men alive and nobody bothered to tell me or Sally anything?
I just found out myself.
That's not good enough. We should have been the first to be told.
But...
No buts. We should have been told. Anyway, that's no longer important. The important question right now is why these men survived when every other man died. They could hold the key to creating a cure.
I'm sorry.
Forget it. I need the address for this prison so we can send some scientists there to get samples. Did any of the guards survive?
Yes, the guards were all women. The prison was part of some kind of study. Anyway, I'll text you the address straight away.
The line goes dead. Eve clicks on the tablet, calls Sally, and informs her about what Kelly just said. They make their way to the prison where the prisoners are immediately. Vials full of the serial killer's blood are waiting for them at the prison as soon as they reach there. Eve, Sally, and the scientists already on site collect samples from the surrounding environment. 3 weeks after this, in Eve's laboratory, Eve is still working hard. Eve takes a droplet of a liquid from a test tube and puts it on a petri dish containing infected blood. She puts the petri dish under the microscope. Before she looks at it, she closes her eyes, puts her hands together and says a prayer. She looks into the microscope. The virus has gone. Eve smiles and then she says another prayer and opens a case that is labeled infected mice. She takes one of the mice out of the case and injects it with the cure from the test tube. She then puts that syringe down, picks up another sterilized syringe and draws blood from the mouse. Once the syringe is filled up with the mouse's blood, she puts the mouse in a separate case and squirts some of its blood into a petri dish. She then looks at the petri dish under a microscope. In the petri dish, the cure attacks the virus and consumes it. Eve smiles and makes her way to lab 2. Sally looks disheveled and scruffy, even though she is wearing different clothes. She has a suitcase in the corner and dirty clothes scattered all over the room.
We've done it! We've done it! Sally! We found a cure!
How did you find it?
The clue was in the blood from the prisoners all along. I mean, all I needed to do was search their blood for any common anomalies. And when I found that, devising a cure was quite easy.
What was the common anomaly?
They all had high levels of tricosanate in their blood.
That's not usually found in the human bloodstream. Have you got any idea how it got there?
No. We won't know for sure until we do some more tests on the samples from the prisons. But my guess is that there's something in that environment that contaminated the inmates.
Have you told Kelly yet?
No. I wanted you to be the first person to know, because you've put so much work and effort into finding this cure.
Thanks, Eve. Well, there's no time like the present. Kelly will have us both strung up if she finds out that we didn't tell her straight away.
Tell me you have some good news.
We do.
We found a cure!
Brilliant! How long will it take to have everyone vaccinated?
If we do it the traditional way, too long. But if we use nanobites, we could have everybody vaccinated within a few days.
The nanobites it is then. What about the continuation of the human race? Have you come up with a solution to that dilemma?
The answer to that one is quite simple. We could simply use the sperm from the serial killers.
Are you mad? Or just forgetful? Don't you remember me telling you that no one wants to have kids with them? Because they're worried that their children might become serial killers.
I can assure you that I'm neither mad or forgetful. Years ago, I'd done extensive studies on serial killers, and as a result of those studies, I was able to identify the gene responsible for creating serial killers, and to remove that gene from the samples of the serial killer's DNA.
How fast can you remove the serial killer gene if we get the sperm to you?
Hold on, we need to do more tests first. Before the virus struck, I was awaiting government permission to initiate human trials.
Have either of you been out lately? Or watched the news? It's close to anarchy out there. The lack of a cure and the lack of information of how to continue the human race has led to the decay of our social fabric.
But
No buts, Eve. If you're sure about the serial killer gene and you can remove it, we've got to offer impregnation to the public before they rip each other apart.
But
I wish we had more time or another option, but we haven't. So tell me, Eve, are you sure you've identified the correct gene?
yes, I'm sure.
Okay. Tomorrow we'll hold a press conference to let people know that we've found a solution to our present crisis. And then I'll go to the prison and ask the prisoners for some of their sperm. Once we've got their sperm, how long will it take to roll out the impregnation strategy?
2 weeks minimum.
Okay, I'll speak to you soon. I'm going to need you both on stage tomorrow when we do the conference.
I'm not comfortable with that.
We all need to do some things that we're not comfortable with when times are as rough as this.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Womankind needs you to do this.
Okay, I'll do it.
The very next day, women are congregating around Trafalgar Square. They have angry looks on their faces. They begin chanting,
Down with Kelly, down with Kelly, we need answers, not sound bites. Down with Kelly, down with Kelly, we have rights. Down with Kelly, down with Kelly, we need answers, not sound bites. Down with Kelly, we have rights.
Please, ladies, please.
Down with Kelly, we need answers, not sound bites. Down with Kelly, we have rights. Down with Kelly, we need answers, not sound bites. Down with Kelly, we have rights.
Please, ladies. We finally have the answers you've been waiting for. Eve Hope has not only found a cure to the virus, she has also found a solution to how we can continue the human race.
Sally looks from Kelly to Eve angrily.
Quite amazingly, Eve has found a way to isolate and remove the serial killer gene, so there is no risk of our children inheriting their traits.
Evil Prime Minister! Evil Prime Minister! Evil Prime Minister!
For a second, Kelly looks around furiously, but then she puts on her fake weather girl smile.
Ladies!
Evil Prime Minister! Evil Prime Minister! Evil Prime Minister!
Kelly walks up to Eve, whispers something in her ear, and then points at the mic. Eve shakes her head. Kelly points at the mic again and whispers in Eve's ear. Eve shakes her head again. Kelly sighs and then points at the mic once more. Eve reluctantly walks up to it.
Thank you for your vote of confidence, ladies. But I have no wish to become the Prime Minister. I'm a geneticist, not a politician.
Eve walks away from the mic. She pulls an antiseptic wipe out of her bag and cleans her hands. The crowd look disheartened. Kelly walks back to the mic. As she opens her mouth to speak, the crowd start chanting.
Evil Prime Minister! Evil Prime Minister! Evil Prime Minister!
Kelly stomps off. Her aides follow her. Kelly's mother is seen walking up to her from behind.
Kelly, darling. Kelly, wait up. Jess was mouthing off to the whole estate about seeing you, and I just prayed she was right because I've missed you so much. Kelly! I'll keep coming back if you don't talk to me.
Leave us, please.
Your dad died last year.
Listen, he was not my dad and you're not my mother. Go away and don't ever come back. Your daughter's dead.
Kelly, please. It's been so long. Too long. Why did you cut us out of your life?
It hasn't been long enough.
Please, Kelly, I'm begging you.
You beg me? Really? Just like I begged you to stop taking drugs day in, day out. Just like I begged you not to let that worthless swine you call my father beat me.
Whatever I've done, I'm still your mother. You're the only family I have left. Please, Kelly, give me another chance. I need... Oh, come on, Kelly. You owe me that at least.
I don't owe you anything, especially not any more chances.
But I love you.
I hate you. You and your good-for-nothing husband made my childhood a misery.
Kelly! Kelly, please! Let's talk this through, love. Kelly, please!
One tear rolls down Kelly's cheek. She furiously wipes it away.
Kelly! Kelly, please!
The very next morning, Kelly makes her way to the prison where the surviving serial killers are.
Gentlemen, you may or may not know that mankind is currently standing on the brink of extinction. A deadly virus has killed all of the men outside this prison. So, after years of leeching off the state, you finally have a chance to repay your debt. With your sperm.
Prisoner 1274, who's in the cell Kelly's walking past, looks at her.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
Prisoner 1274 takes his hands out of his pants and takes his hands out of his pants and throws sperm at Kelly.
Consider that a down payment, you filthy mare. Let me out of the cell and I'll pay you in full, you filthy mare. Filthy mare! Filthy mare! Filthy mare!
Ugh! You vile, vile creatures.
Filthy mare! Filthy mare! Filthy mare!
Kelly looks around, takes a tissue out of her bag, wipes her face, and then marches out of the prison wing.
The prisoners refuse to give us their sperm willingly. Do you know of any way we could take it by force?
We can't do that. It would go against their human rights.
Hi, Sally. I've got a problem, but I know you can solve it. The prisoners want to play hardball. They don't want to give up their sperm, even though they know if they don't, it will lead to the end of the human race. Is there anything we can do?
Couldn't we just starve them of food until they decide to play ball?
No, that would take too long. Have you got any other ideas?
Yes, we can put them to sleep by pumping sleeping gas through the ventilation system.
But how do we get their sperm if they're asleep?
A man can still produce sperm when he's asleep. So, once the gas takes effect, all we have to do is creep into their cells and use a pump to withdraw what we need.
How fast can this be done?
If you provide me with a woman power, we could do this within the hour.
I like the way you think, Sally. Meet me at the prison in 30 minutes.
Within 30 minutes, Kelly, Sally, and a number of scientists meet at the prison where the serial killers are being held. The scientists are carrying large canisters of sleeping gas, gas masks, and pumps.
Where's the air conditioning unit for the wing the serial killers are in?
According to the blueprint of this building, it's in the west wing.
Lead the way then.
Okay, ladies, connect these pipes from the canisters to the air conditioning unit, put on your gas mask, and then open the valves on the canisters.
Sleeping gas is pumped through the aircon unit into the wing where the surviving prisoners are. The prisoners fall to the ground.
A dream is born, brewing inside of us. A dawn has come, specks turn to stardust. Too much to learn, so little time to see. To yourselves, your odyssey. Let the fire burn, consume all my enemies. When the smoke clears from our sight, let the quiet calm our hearts. Children of hope, like a diamond will never break. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to go. Is this the end of our way? Save yourselves, death will not be your fate. Let the fire burn, consume all my enemies. When the smoke clears from our sight, let the quiet calm our hearts.